Hey, what's up? Welcome to Newsportscenter. I'm Steve. This is Joey. Isaiah back there. Busy week. Thanks everybody for joining Season 4. It's pretty much wrapped up and done. Thank everybody for participating in it. The playoff picture is pretty much just about set with the Knights, Regulators, Jigabillies, Wolfpack, Disciples. It's gonna be a great playoff this Saturday. Friends, family, welcome to join. 5 o'clock it starts. There'll be one champion at the end of the night, followed by a Pro Bowl. Everything's looking good. Season 5 registration now up. Playoffs in the rec. You're gonna have the Knights, Regulators, Jigabillies, Disciples. Man, it's gonna be a very, very hectic playoff picture. You got to look at the Predators. Predators are a decent favorite. You got to look at it. Now that they got David back, he's looking healthy. The question is about David is, how good is his arm strength? How is he under pressure? Can he deliver? Regulators. The thing about the Regulators is they are on their backup quarterback who's looking good, loves to dump off the ball down the middle. Disciples scheduled to have Isaiah back. We'll see what happens on that. Look at the Jigabillies. Trent, my favorite for MVP, he can make stuff happen. Jigabillies #1 contender. You got to look at everything.
Then you got to look at the on-fire Knights.
Oh yeah, the Knights. Now, believe it or not, folks, the Knights are my favorite pick to go ahead and take it. Why? Because the Knights went in and they defeated the undefeated Wolfpack by what?
You got to keep in mind they're missing their star player.
Yeah, the Wolfpack was missing Ethan, but guys, no doubt about it, the Knights got the skill, they got the playmakers, they got the chemistry, they can do it. You got to look at it, guys. It's going to be
Who's in the championship?
Pretty good. Who's it going to be in the championship?
Disciples, Wolfpack.
Honestly, who's going to be in the championship? I'm going to go with Jake's Wolfpack or Knights Wolfpack. That's going to be it. Don't forget Night of Champions Tournament. Put your teams in. Everything's going to be great. Night of Champions Tournament. We got Isaiah here.
Elite's going nice and good so far, you know.
Looking at the major team to watch out in Elite so far, what do you got to say? I say the Ballers. My favorite pick.
I don't know. I say Wrecking Crew is probably going to go ahead and take the championship this year, you know. They're focused. They're ready, you know. There's a team called the Bay. I don't know. They're creeping up, though, but, you know, we'll see how they do later on.
Well, the Bay, you got to look at the Bay. They got Oscar Solis, the 2-time MVP, who's not used to his wideouts, but you got to look at his 2 wideouts. James and Paul Bryant, the 2 beasts of wideouts, and I expect them, the more they stop playing with each other, the better they are going to be. You got the little dump-off guy,
yeah,
Donnie.
But that's like, you know, he's a rookie quarterback basically on that team. You know, the chemistry's not there yet, so basically what they need to do is they need to, you know, practice a little bit more. And you know, it's the first season. They got to get all the, you know, fine-tune their team. So once they get all the stuff out of the way, then maybe I can see them win the championship. But this year, I don't know. It's looking a little hard for them. You know?
I definitely think they are capable of pulling off, you know, maybe a decent win on a few teams and probably get lucky and win the championship. I wouldn't say they're a favorite to win it, but then again, you know, anything can happen.
I mean, Wrecking Crew, they're playing 11, 12 years together. I mean, these guys have playbooks like in the back of their head, you know. It's like they don't even come out with a playbook anymore because they're that good. They know.
Plus, if they drop a ball, Nick's gonna
slap them.
There's always one thing that a lot of teams are not, a lot of people in the league are not even paying attention to is that one team called the U. Explain to us why are they under the radar right now?
Well, right now the U, they have a little problem, and this is funny that we bring up the U because their main player, Luis, he pulled his hamstring actually on outdoor football league, so he's probably going to be out for the rest of the season, and that was my pick in the MVP for the league. So since he's out, I have to go back and see who's going to be the MVP of this season. So now it's up for grabs again.
It's funny that you mentioned Luis because actually Luis was going to join the G-Men who entered the Night of Champions tournament, and you know, the G-Men was Larry from the G-Men was concerned about Luis getting healthy on time, and it's funny that you mentioned how.
Well, from what I understand is I'm playing with the G-Man and I'm fulfilling Luis's spot, so I don't know.
Loaded is a very good team. It's a mixture of, you got to look at balls deep and fully loaded. One thing I mentioned is, sometimes it's not that good to have the best of friends on your team. Why? They argue a lot.
Argue a lot. I mean, it's like, man, it's ridiculous out here sometimes. But, when it's all said and done, people like me, we get games done. We win. We win championships. On the field, off the field, no matter what, we win.
And what do you think about Fully Loaded? Where would they be at the end of this?
Well, Fully Loaded, they got a good quarterback in Pedro.
Yeah, it sort of looks like Alex Smith if you really look at him. He looks like Alex Smith.
I mean, I don't see them being a contender for the championship, though.
I mean, I like Fully Loaded. I think they got, very good playmakers on that team. I think they could go far. But, like Isaiah said, you got to look at Wrecking Crew.
So at the end of the day, what's your two pick for the championship? Who do you see in the championship?
I see Wrecking Crew. And maybe, I see either Wrecking Crew and the Bay.
I'm going to say Wrecking Crew and Ballers. Am I going to win it?
I'm going to say I see the Ballers beating Wrecking Crew. And I say that I'm going to see who that.
I'll tell you one thing is guaranteed, though. Everyone pretty much knows, the main playoff game to get to the championship is going to be Ballers Wrecking Crew. Which one out of that team is going to make the championship? Let me ask you that.
Maybe to play against Fully Loaded. Actually, I take that back because Fully Loaded did win last season under a different name, but it's basically Fully Loaded squad. I mean, they were a different team, name, but... they were, what were they, Balls Deep or something like that, so it's basically Balls Deep with a different quarterback and a whole different name, but I see those guys going back to the championship. Do I see them winning? I don't know. They also lost to the lowest seed in, what is it, Gunslingers?
Yeah,
they were the lowest seed. They had no wins.
Okay,
they went
a lot of people are saying that about the Gunslingers. I see the Gunslingers able to beat a few teams out here. I mean, you got to look at it. They are a shocker team, but they got some of the talent that can go out there and beat some of these big-name teams.
So I think the reason why they're winning the big-name teams is because the big-name teams are taking them lightly.
Exactly.
So I don't know, back to that tournament. So, the tournament's going to be a good tournament, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to winning another trophy from off the wall out here, you know what I mean?
And another thing is the big question everyone wants to know, come get some. Will they return?
Yeah, we will return.
Season
That's my
5?
team. Season 5, we'll be here. We're building a team. We got a way better team, way better team. I'm saying, I'm going to go ahead and just put it on record right now. We will win the championship.
And what about...
Just throw the ball if they're not making good decisions.
Then again, you got to look at Anthony, guys. He is, hate him or like him, he's a two-time champion and a one-time MVP of the league. So
you guys got to keep in mind, Trojans are scheduled to come back next season.
Trojans are scheduled to come back at season 5. You got to look at it. The Trojans, right off the bat, they are a #1 contender. Hate it or love it.
They played twice
in the
under different names.
So you got to look at it. It's either going to be, come get some. You got season 5, guys. Put your money in. Get it down there.
Come get some. We will win it. I'm putting it on record.
Season 5
to be exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching the Sports Center. Do not forget about the tournament, April 24th. Put in your deposit ASAP. Spots are filling up quickly, and Season 5 starts May 1st, May 2nd. The deadline is a little before that, so get your team in ASAP. 650-834-1541. Call to hold in your spot, or you can put in a direct payment at 408-988-6900 off the wall. Say, hey, I want to join up Season 5 IFL.